What's going on, guys? Captain Mike here, checking in and just going over the basics for you of the jet ski operation and the basics that you should know. So you have to be able to stick it to kick it is one of our famous sayings. The ski needs to be at least a yardstick deep. It's metric, which is a little over 3 feet. So the engine system works by sucking water through the bottom, kind of like a vacuum cleaner, sucks the water through the bottom and then it shoots the water out through the jet in the back. And that's how you move forward. Now, when you're on the gas or the throttle, you have control of the watercraft. Now, when you are not giving it any gas or you're not applying the throttle, you can't turn the watercraft. The same system is in control of you being able to turn. You need to be on the gas to have some control. Now, this is where all the magic happens. So you feather the throttle, you find the best amount of pressure to maintain control. And this is where balancing your weight comes into play with feathering the throttle, finding the right amount of pressure, and balancing your weight evenly on the pads of your feet. And then voila, boom, you're good to go. That's how you maneuver, turn, and whatnot. And you just find your flow, feel it out, find your comfort. Avoid others. Don't go close to other skis. If you do want to say something to somebody or you want to take a picture, cut the skis off. They never stop moving. They'll just keep going in circles. You'll bump into other people. Stay away from light colored water areas. If it looks too good to be true, it is too good to be true. The really light green colored watered areas are usually sandbars. That's where the most dangerous places are and where the most injuries happen. Because you have to have that 3.5 feet, the yardstick, you have to be able to stick it to kick it situation. If you don't have enough water to float, the ski will stop, and it's like the tablecloth and magician trick. You were the tablecloth, the salt shaker is now the jet ski, and you fly, Batman. So you just want to avoid what looks too good to be true. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is. There's probably a sandbar under there. There's also oyster beds and other dangerous things. These are the leading things why people get injured or hurt. So as long as you stay away from light colored water areas, you're going to be good. Because you can go from being in 3 to 5 feet of water where you're operating safely in the intercoastal to a half a foot or beach in a matter of seconds. Stay behind the guide at all times. Try to follow my bubble trail. Do not cross left and right over my wake or the others. It's very dangerous to the other people you're jet skiing within the group or the other boaters in the channel going in the same direction as you or coming the opposite direction. They don't see, and boom. You never know. So the channels are marked with green and orange markers, and these are just like the road markers on the road. They're indications of, you staying in the lane, the channel, and you want to be safe at all times. To maintain safety, you definitely want to stay inside of the channel that's marked. That way you're in a safe place to operate. Once again, the sandbars are on the sides of every channel. The Gulf and the Tampa Bay are not like the Atlantic or the Pacific. I'm from the East Coast originally. Right in front of the hotels, the water gets hundreds of feet deep. You have the continental shelf, it gets very deep. The Gulf of Mexico, at its centermost deepest point, it's like 200 feet. The Tampa Bay, 150, 200 as well. So yeah, just some food for thought. These are the basics for you. If you have to be able to stick it to kick it. You need 3.5 feet of water to float and go. You have to give some throttle to be able to have any control, to be able to steer. It's like a jet system. It's shooting the jet out of the back, and you got to feather it and find your flow, find the perfect amount of pressure for yourself to be able to operate safely. Balance your weight out, and you'll find your maneuverability doing these things very simply and safely. Yep, and avoid what looks too good to be true. Avoid others, no bumper boats. It's really, really simple. Let's have some fun in the sun. Let's make some memories, guys. Let's go.